Hello everybody, I am Dr. Mrs. Mangal Then presenting video lecture on high voltage generation. So this is part 1 and in this part 1 we will see cascaded transformer. So if we see high voltage generation methods, there are different methods to generate high voltage DC voltage, AC voltage and impulse voltage. But if you can see the syllabus, in the syllabus DC generation voltage scope is very less as compared to earlier. So we'll focus on generation of impulse voltage and high AC voltage. So cascaded transformer, from name only you can see what is meaning of cascaded. You know the meaning of cascaded, one after another. So is it a series connection like series connection? You can see the transformer, how it can be connected in cascaded and then series, because transformer has 2 winding or 3 winding. So let us see how the connections in cascaded transformers are done. Before that, let us see why it is required. Why high voltage AC is required to generate. Because we require to carry out different tests on the insulating materials, on the high voltage equipments or the materials. So you must see the performance, how the material or insulating objects will perform at high voltage in actual applications, before erections, before in practically using it in various applications. You need to test. And how you will test? You must have voltage. Even you have to generate impulse voltage in the lab. So like that you have to generate DC voltage and AC voltage also for the testing, for the study, for the research. So how you will generate high voltage AC? Below 700 kilovolt, you can use a single transform as it is available in our HV lab. One single transform primary winding will be there, and you can step up using secondary winding. But if you want very high voltage beyond generally 600 kilovolt, 700 kilovolt, then you have to prefer this cascaded transformer. So for higher voltage greater than 700 kilovolt, single unit construction becomes difficult and costly, because you have to design it. Design will be also difficult, and also construction will be difficult. Huge, bulky, one transformer, transportation, erection will be difficult. Cost will be very large due to the insulation problem. So due to all this, there is a requirement that you will use cascaded transformer. So see the example of cascade transformer. You can think that they are arranged one above another, but they are not like that. They are kept one after another, but levels of the second stage, third stage will be higher than the first stage. So due to that, you will think that they are mounted on one above another. So even if you will see, they are very huge, several feet in the height. And I have already seen such a transformers in CPRA at Bangalore. So if you will visit any good high voltage laboratory, then you can see such a very high trunky cascaded transformer which will be used to generate very high voltage for the testing. So let us see how they will be connected. So here let us try to understand connections and the loadings, so that you will be able to solve the problem. So if you want suppose 300 kilovolt, your requirement is 300 kilovolt, then we can take 3 transformer. For simplicity I am telling 3 transformers. Suppose 100 kilovolt is secondary rating, this is also 100 kilovolt, this is 100 kilovolt. So you can connect this 100 kilovolt in series. So secondary winding of the transformers are in series. So first winding 100 kilovolt is in series with 100 kilovolt. So 100 plus 100, 200. So here it is shown V. V means 100 and this V is 100. So V plus V will be twice V. 200 kilovolt you will get. And this is third 100 kilovolt. It is in series with these two. So here it is 200 kilovolt plus this is 100 kilovolt. It will be 300 kilovolt you will get. Now how you will get the supply to the secondary winding? You have to give excitation to the primary winding. So let us see, this is a 100 volt. 100 volt you can step up into the 100 kilovolt. So you will give 100 volt here. You will step up to 100 kilovolt. But who will excite to the second transformer? Who will excite? So you need tertiary winding. So all these 3 transformers are the 3 winding transformer. So 3 windings or tertiary winding or the balance winding. This is also called as balance winding. So you can see here 100 volt you are giving. This must be 100 volt only, because this 100 volt will give to the excitation to the primary winding of the second stage, and then this 100 volt will be raised to 100 kilovolt. Again this should be 100 volt, We see tertiary windings 100 and this may not be there because you are not using another stage here. So this 100 and this 100 and this will be 100 kilovolt. So what will be the loading voltage? You may see seems same voltage 100 volt, 100 volt, 100, but loadings will be different. Now see, from here you will understand there should not be any load on this because you are not giving supply to this. What will be the load on this? Whatever is load you require, it is said thrice P, because this transformer will have suppose load P. This is P. So P plus P 2P, 2P plus P 3P. So it will be thrice voltage, thrice loading. Loading means KVA loading. So this will be thrice P. There will be no P. Why this should be P? Because you are giving excitation to the secondary winding. So here load of this winding is P. This P and this 2P has become thrice P. Load of this is not thrice P. Here it is P. But 2P plus 2P has come to the thrice P. So load on this secondary winding is P. And you know the transferring functioning. Even if it is stepping up or stepping down, load on all windings has to same. So if this is P, load on the primary winding of the third stage should be P. Understood? So this P, again as you are requiring load P, means tertiary winding of second stage should be P. And this should be also P, because this P has become here thrice P, this P. So P and P. So what should be the load on this? P plus P, because this secondary means tertiary and secondary, you can see the second side of the transformer. So this load on the second transformer is P plus P, 2P. So primary has to P because transformation has come from 2P. Load should go to the 2P. Loading should be same. You have seen the principal frequency and loads are same. So this is P plus P twice P and this is 2P. And principally also you can understand why this is P. Because this winding has to give some excitation to the secondary winding and tertiary winding also. So P plus P, it has to be twice P. And as it is 2P, tertiary winding of first transformer should be 2P. So if you will see the loading of all the stages of transformer, loadings are different. Even tertiary winding loads are different. Primary winding loads are different. This is P, this is 2P and this is thrice P. Now why this will be thrice P? So as usual load on the secondary will be P because you want P plus P plus P, thrice P you want. So here P, why this should be 2P? Because here it is 2P, it is giving excitation to the two windings, so 2P and this is 2P. And here you can see the second side of this first transformer is 2P plus P means thrice P. So loading of the primary should be thrice P. So loading of the primary, tertiary winding are different except the secondaries are same. So that will be the drawback, and you must able to solve the problems depending upon the given data in the problems. So now another fact you have to understand, this transformer will be at earth potential as usual. You know this is at earth potential because here 100 kilovolt. So this terminal will be to the earth potential and this will be at 100 kilovolt. See now this is at 100 kilovolt. So this tank of the transformer 2 will be at 100 kilovolt. This terminal is not at 100 earth potential, it is at 100 kilovolt. So it should be away from the earth, because you know how second high voltage terminal we insulate from the ground, and what should be height of this HV terminal from the ground. That also applies to the this terminal. So here this insulation has to be perfect. So level of second transformer has to high height and insulation should be perfect because this is at the voltage V. This terminal will be at voltage 2V because V plus V 2V. So this terminal is at 2V means tank of the third transformer is at 2V. So perfect insulation you have to insert. So level of this will be still higher. And if you see from the side you will see that they are mounted on one above another. It is not actually like that. They are mounted one after another. But here from any side view you will see above each other. So you can see how the transformers are connected. I have already told you, you just see the description with the terminals dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and you will understand the cascading of this. So all these windings will be inserted into the metal tank, and the balancing how it will be done through the tertiary winding. tertiary winding has to give the supply to the another stage. So that is also called as balancing winding. So that you see weight and size of the cascaded transformer will be simple, less than the one single unit, large unit. It doesn't mean that you can prefer a cascaded transformer. If you want a voltage below 600 kilovolt, cascading will not be preferred, because in that case cascaded transformer will be more costlier than the single. Transportation erection becomes easy, that already I told you. But disadvantage will be that primary winding of lower stage are more heavily uneven loading, and uneven loading means heat will be different. So you can see this example for 2250 kilovolt, how you can divide. Now here capacitance dividers are shown. You will wonder why these are there. So we have seen in measurement method that capacitance divider, resistor divider can be used for measurement of high voltage. If you want to measure, you can connect the capacitance divider. Again, another tapping you can use, different voltage levels you can take it. So read that all the connections and how the excitations are done. I told you from the figure. So you can use this for solving problems. Sometimes isolation probe second, third stage are there, and isolation transformers are also used to isolate. So these are isolation transformers, and these are the capacitance divider for the measurement purpose. So these are some examples of the cascading. See this, you can see this is how many stage transformers are there. This you know what is this? This is just like corona ring of high voltage terminal. Okay, so these are huge transformers, cascaded transformers. So here you can see why such a construction is there. So advantages, disadvantages, already I told. Weight and size will be less as compared to single unit. Transportation erection becomes simple because you are using 3-stage transformer. 3 different transformers are there. Each can be transport, erect separately, and just only connections can be done later on. But disadvantage is that uneven loading, and means uneven designing. Designing will be different. So that will be the disadvantage. So thank you for your interest in watching my video. I hope that you will watch another parts also. Subscribe and comment, give suggestions whether you are finding any difficulty to understand any topic. You can tell me, and any suggestions are welcome. So thank you.